Good morning all. Under Forrester. I think it's lagging a bit because it's so cold my phone can't keep up. First group just made it over. Rack and Navajo Joe is turning around and actually going back. And damn it man is right up ahead of me. We're approaching the last little sketchy spot. The snow is nice and firm. So it's very tough up here and there's not a lot of air, and I didn't have any food because when I got to camp last night I just had to get in I didn't have enough water, it was too cold, and I had to get up a few hours later. So as soon as we get over and out of the snow, I'm gonna have to cook something or eat something, but we're just gonna have to do it. I can tell you, this is tough for all of us, but yes, I don't know if I revealed this about myself, but PlusOne does not like heights. So all this straight down, not a fan. I think this is the last stretch, and then I think we got a really sketchy straight down ice crossing, and then after that I think we're pretty much home safe to the top. It is a few minutes before 5 in the morning. I don't know when we got out. I know I woke up at 3 something, and it's kind of nice to be moving again to warm up because it was cold last night, and of course with no food and minimal water and all, it's just you just gotta make do. It's just a part of it. How are we doing it? Maybe a few more switchbacks I see. And that was potentially the most sketchy section, but it's actually pretty good. Did it with no spikes. You might say you're crazy. Well, if you fall there without good experience, the ice axe ain't gonna help you. If you're really good at what you do, you could probably save yourself on that little bit of snow. Another thing is, as I mentioned yesterday, I think, at the other video, is I use a size 13 in shoes. So the steps that was there was really good, but they were not a size 13. So if I had my spikes on, I could not, I just slipped sideways into the holes. I felt very secure. If you're behind me, probably won't be much snow when you get here, but I highly recommend go up early. I'm gonna be up here in a second. There's a couple of switchbacks. Damn it man, woo, and I think it's a free stretch the rest of the way. Let's get to the highest point of the PCT. Damn it man, what is the wise words of the day? Get up early. Heck yeah, baby. So I think they say that is the highest, but I think this right here is the highest point of the PCT. Yeah, I think you're right. Holy shit. Woo! Heck yeah. There it is. I know I didn't cheat. Alright. There you go. Made it down. Well, first step. This was okay in 22. This is the next step where I post hold for, well, to my neck for 1.5 hours. So, alright. Might do again. Time to watch out. I brought a flashback back from 22. Except this time the snow is firm, so I was going fast, gliding. I'm gonna walk. Should have put on my glove. I just stopped. Problem was, the river works kind of great. Problem was, it's so damn firm, it was actually hard to get into the snow to stop. And you should not glide with spikes on, which I did. But that was kind of to have an extra traction to stop, which is risky, but I'm gonna walk. Most badass hiker I've ever met. There they are. We caught up with my hero on trail, mountain lion. She's 9 years old, and she already thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail, so she is the boss. And I think we're getting slowly out of some of all the snow. Awesome. should probably take my specs off soon, but I'm gonna wait a bit. My shin is still killing me, so we're gonna go probably Lone Pine, because they have the pool and the jacuzzi, which is hot and cold, which is the best we can do. So I think that's what we're gonna aim for. And I'm gonna take a few days off. That one day on trail actually helped a bunch. I could barely feel it, but it came back the next day, right? And I pushed a big day yesterday. I didn't make it to camp. And yeah, pushing today, it hurts like a bitch. Sorry for the language, but it really does. But we gotta get out of here. So, however many miles down here, and then we have a 7 mile going out Kearsage Pass. Whew. No, it's not the camera, I'm just focused right here. Guess I'll show you a little. No poles, it's no one steady. I'm just gonna wait for a sec. Alright. We right in the middle. That one, that is Forrester Pass. Hopefully it'll be a few years before we see that one again. We got Damn It Man. We got Striker and Mountain Lion. Striker is the dad, Mountain Lion is the daughter. She, actually I haven't heard it yet, but she has apparently a very scary mountain lion roar. So it's pretty cool. I think that's how she earned her trail name. But yeah, 9 years old, and she already did the Appalachian Trail, and she's out hiking us here, so that's wild. I gotta say personally, I love parents who bring their kids out here. You gotta know what you're doing, but it's an experience for life. And honestly, you take care of, you do it right, it's just one step in front of the other, right? So I have met quite a few bringing kids out here, and all the kids, they always have a blast. I mean, that's good and bad times, right? But that's a good lesson. That's what we all have. There's ups and downs. Alright. We're gonna aim for Kearsage Pass, and my shin is dying. It's not happy about it yesterday, so. But I caught up with Damn It Man, so that's nice. And we made it safely across. Now in the forest, and I'm ahead of Damn It Man with my injury. I forgot the trail show. That's fine up there. I think we just had 2 pictures with what they're doing the JMT, I think, which pretty much follows the PCT along the whole, like the Sierra. So it's pretty cool. I haven't done it, but I've done most of the PCT before, so highly recommend the JMT, the John Muir Trail. But yeah, they were apparently the 2 that was also coping camping in camp last night, and they were like, "This guy gotta be wild or crazy." Or maybe a bit of both when I came in like late. But yeah, well, Damn It Man would catch me in a second and be ahead again, because I think my Ibuprofen, I took 2 this morning to get it over Forrester and just punch it. But now the pain is really kicking in, and I don't really feel like taking another, because I would honestly, now we're out of the snow, I would honestly just rather feel the pain, and then hopefully that way I'll protect it. I don't know. We'll see. We got 12-ish miles total, I think, to get out of here. So maybe today, otherwise we'll get it tomorrow. And then we're gonna go to town and take a few days off again. But you know, you're kind of used to that, right? Plus one getting another injury. It's tiresome, but it is what it is. It's an adventure.
Take a little extra time here. It's good for the ship. Nice and cold. Oh, the shit hurts.
Yeah. And we just got passed by a runner in the sheriff, which made me suspicious that of course he just keeps going. If it's the guy that's trying to break the fastest time, like what is FKT supported, I think he holds a number of FKT ones like with no support, self-supported. And he started in camp not long ago, and he's trucking like 60 plus miles a day. It just didn't look like a normal out running for a day hike kind of person. And we are in the middle of nowhere. However, if he's doing 60 miles plus a day or something, that could be him. And it could fit with the time that he'll be around up here. I don't know how the post of where he is, I don't know how much they're delayed and or how live they are, because I do kind of follow them on Facebook. +One is tired. It's still morning. But I didn't get much sleep. When you really push hard, I crashed so hard yesterday, and then 6 hours after getting to camp or something, less than 6 hours actually, I think, I had to get up again. And it was really hard keeping warm, because we're pretty much at as high as you can camp on a trail pretty much. So, and when you come in, I feel like that adrenaline kick really put me into camp, but then, you know, everything just, you cool down, because it's like freezing temperatures. And yeah, so a little tired today, but we'll see if we can make it to the road. I don't know if we can. I don't know if I can. Maybe. Probably can, but I don't know. It depends on my shin, and it also might just be better financially. Or anything else, just get there and maybe just camp there one night and we get a ride to town tomorrow. Something like that. Let's see. Still got a little bit of downhill, and then we got like 1,000 feet up, and then we're gonna do Kearsage Pass out, which I think in total is like 7 miles. I think it's like almost 3 miles up to Kearsage Pass, and then it's like probably 4 something down to the camping lot. So yeah, going as planned, except for the shin. So it only needs a few days to let that heal. Hopefully a few days will be enough. I don't know. Never had a shin splint before, so I don't know how long it takes. Just had another good/bad moment about all these injuries. Well, the good moment was that it's another hiker, and he stopped off and he's like, "Wait, are you doing YouTube?" I'm like, "Yep, I've been watching you before I started." And I'm like, he's like, "I thought you were way ahead of us." And I'm like, "Damn mosquitoes." And I'm like, "Yeah, that was my plan too, but it's just, yeah. The last month has been rough, right? But yeah, I got a massive climb right behind me right now. Getting some water in and I'm just done today. Like, it's just, you know, I'm tired. The last few days have been rough. And with the shin splint, I've been pushing that way too hard. But I just gotta get out, right? So, yeah. The man is already probably over the pass and just has a downhill. And I still got a bunch of up. Hopefully that'll be better. Sometimes, I don't know, at this point, the shin sucks. Sometimes it's better on the uphill than downhill, but it comes and it goes. Might have to get some food or something in my body right now, and then get some ibuprofens in, because I want to get there. But ain't gonna get to town today. Demi man might. I don't know what his plans are. Sorry, mosquitoes everywhere. But yeah, gotta get there tomorrow. I'm tired today. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Pushing into camp that late. I got in there like, you know, almost 10 o'clock, whatever. Slept a few hours. Cobra camped in the freezing cold. Alright, mosquito, stay there. Yeah. Bugger, I missed it. Anyway. Yeah. It's rough sometimes when it's nice to meet everyone that's been following you right in the beginning. Of course, now they start hiking themselves. You know, they're not watching, but It's rough when you're being caught up on all the time. But, you know, it's the injuries. There ain't much I can do about it. It is what it is. It's just that kind of year. It's still fun out here, though. Still pretty damn epic. I'm happy to be out here. But it'd be a lot more fun if I could hike, you know, my normal pace. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, I'm still here. And all the mosquitoes came back because the forest ranger just came back up here. Yeah, I just helped him out. He was actually looking. Apparently, we have an injured hiker up coming down San Jacinto, like 6 miles back. Not San Jacinto. Forrester Pass that fell and broke their chest or ribs or something, so they can't hike out themselves. That's rough. But apparently, I think it's the forest ranger. It's his first season here, so he's just asking a few questions about getting up there. I'm kind of surprised they don't have the PCT app, because I'd imagine this season there's a lot of you know, PCT hikers that could potentially be injured. So I don't know. Anyway, he was super nice. Nothing there. He's just asking. I think he might stash some gear, and then he's gonna hike like 6 miles up to find them. So let's hope they're okay. But of course, broken something is not good. But yeah, I'm injured. You know, that sounds like they're off trail, that hiker. So I feel a lot worse for them right now. Well, back to killing mosquitoes and get going. I forgot if I mentioned it, but it's rumored I saw a forest ranger coming up trying to find an injured hiker. As I mentioned, I think it was a broken wrist I heard from the other hiker, so I think I misheard him. But the description of her was, and her name, Navajo, so I think it might be Navajo Joe. I thought they decided to turn around. It is not, I don't know for certain if it is, but it sounds like maybe it was. So there's a ranger going up and gonna look at the situation, I think. And as I mentioned earlier, I helped him, give him some directions, because I think this is his first season out here, he told me. So another thing is, I'm doing a typical +1 right now. I'm going uphill while I'm recording and talking. And they're like, oh, he's dying again. No, I fought the one yesterday, or whenever that was. Yeah, yesterday was the steep uphill. No, I think this is the one. It is like, I think it was 950 feet, or was it 1,000 feet in like 1.1 to 1.2 miles. I think that might be a record. So all the way from the base down here, way below, not this base, way down. It's like 800 something feet down there, and I just did that in like less than a mile. Oh, it's a wild ride. Damn it, man. Went over Kearsage, he's way ahead. Well, not that many miles, but he's trying to plan the ride for 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I have 0 energy left. I'm trying to get any kind of food in I have left. I really need some bars. I just really pushed it hard the last few days, I think. And it's also the injury. It takes so much extra energy to protect it all the time, which has really drained me, and a lack of sleep. I did take a nap earlier, so that helped. Slept for a few hours, which really did a difference. So, but very soon, in 0.2 miles right up here, I'm gonna do the side trail up towards Kearsage. Either I'll camp before, or I might push. I might push it if the angle holds up. I just took 2 ibuprofen, so I guess I'm trying to send it, get over it, and then I'm kind of holding out, because hopefully in an hour or so the temperature too will start to drop, and when the temperature drops, +1's power kicks in. Bullfrog Lake, I think it's called, trail. It's half a mile shorter than the other one going to Kearsage, up to the peak, to that pass. So with my shin, we are definitely taking the shortest route to get out of here, because it is not happy. Now that is Bullfrog Lake. The other one was just a tiny one. You can see the water there, it's pretty big. Probably get a pretty good view when we get up. Last one. Kearsage Pass right up here. Thank you. It's 9:40. No, 7:40. 20 minutes before 8. Classic +1 style. It's gonna be a late day. That was Kearsage Pass. Forgot to take a video of the other side. Whatever. We'll do that when we come back up. Now there's almost no snow on the way downhill, which is awesome. My leg, shin is probably gonna hurt, but I'm just gonna push as fast as I can. Get as low as I possibly can, because I only think I got like maybe 30 to 45 minutes of daylight left. So hopefully we can push like 1.5 to 2 miles down and bring out the headlamp and find a camp spot. So this is the last snow patch.